Next up here on the Fantasy Flex is a new segment we call Elite Entries, where we will dive into the PrizePicks app to build some entries. And for any listeners unfamiliar with PrizePicks, it's just a super simple way to play DFS. You choose the picks you like and you build your entry. You can go with 2, 3, 4, or even 5 picks, and your payout is going to be based on how big your lineup is and how much you risk. So it's super simple. I'm going to identify some markets I like, you build your own PrizePicks entries, and all of us have a little fun and make some money. Today, I am going to look at 3 NFL Week 4 quarterback plays on PrizePicks. The first play I like is Ryan Tannehill under 245.5 passing yards on the road against the Jets. So the Jets' focal point of this terrible season has been Zach Wilson and the team's offensive line woes. Got a feel for Mekhi Becton and Zach Wilson's blind side, but let's give credit where credit is due. The Jets defense has actually looked pretty good, held opposing passers to 217.3 yards per game so far. They faced the Titans this week, who, they have a good offense and they looked just okay against the Colts last week. Tannehill completed 18 of 27 for 197 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. But with A.J. Brown's health in jeopardy, I think there's a good chance that the team leans a little bit more on the run game, and Tannehill goes under the 245.5 passing yards. The next one I like is Jimmy Garoppolo over 245.5 passing yards at home against the Seahawks. So this is a plush matchup for Garoppolo and the 49ers against a porous Seattle secondary. He is coming off of a much harder matchup on Sunday night against the Packers, in which he threw for 257 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was obviously forced to lean a lot more on passing. He threw a season high 40 attempts. Just with all the injuries to the running back core, we've got, Raheem Mostert out for the season, JaMychal Hasty on IR, and Elijah Mitchell missed this game. Even if Mitchell returns for week 4, I think that Garoppolo still has a really good chance to go under 245.5 passing yards. I also like Trevor Lawrence under 249.5 passing yards on the road against the Bengals. So Cincy's pass rush has actually looked quite good through 3 weeks. I know, act surprised, but this team is tied for the 4th most sacks, averaging 3.3 per game, which is a major improvement from their 2020 average of 1.1 per game. I think they will keep Lawrence on his toes on Thursday night. Lawrence hasn't thrown fewer than 2 picks this game in any game this season. I think this game will also just be really low scoring. It has a point total of 46 as of Monday. So I don't see a ton of yards, a ton of points being put up on either side. All right, so that is our elite entry for today, going with Ryan Tannehill under 245.5 passing yards on the road against the Jets, Jimmy Garoppolo over 245.5 passing yards at home against the Seahawks, and Trevor Lawrence under 249.5 passing yards on the road against the Bengals. As a reminder, you can mix and match fantasy points and player props to make your lineups super spicy. Also, PrizePicks are markets move, so you will want to be nimble to lock in the best numbers and make your picks as soon as possible. If you haven't created a PrizePicks account yet, please check out the link in our episode description, because PrizePicks has a special offer for Fantasy Flex listeners. They will match your first deposit up to $100. Just click the link in our episode description or visit prizepicks.com and use promo code ACTION10.